Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
So let's get into the convo with him as well real quickly. I don't know if you can hear me now, live and in color. Edem, good morning.
Good morning, Jay.
Amazing. Thank you very much for joining us this morning on the show. Charlie, congratulations. Going places, doing things. I feel like you've abandoned Ghana. Not true or not lie?
No, it's a total lie.
I know, but we hardly hear. Okay, no, we hardly hear. The last time we heard of much of an activity from you was when you were going to do Edem Fest. Aside that, I haven't heard much from you in Ghana. Are you slowly green carding?
No, not at all. We did Mentorship, we did Tidal Rave, we did so many concerts all through December before, across the entire nation, Eastern, Kumasi. I don't think that is where the fans want to see me now. I think that I'm gone past that, and so those ones are no news when I do them. So I'm sure when I do the bigger things that the fans want to see me do because of the abilities they think I have, maybe that would be more news.
Well, viewers, pardon us. It's a data call. That's how come you're having the breaks in there. But Edem, so we just watched a video of you and Gambo on stage. Tell us a bit more about where you were, what event it was, if you don't mind.
So Gambo and I performed at the Global Affair. We were the only African artists, and then the US closed. The artist who closed the set was Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star. The Global Affair was a pre-Grammy event to raise funds for the fire victims, and also it was also set up to award sort of like heroes in the whole fire department. And so it was one of the key events because most of all the other events were cancelled. And I don't want to mention names of events that were cancelled, but I'm sure a lot of people know that there were so many other events that go around the Grammys, but they were cancelled. And Global Affair was one of the only flagship events that was a pre-Grammy event held.
I know it might not be that easy to get yourself into such rooms, but what did it take for you and Gambo to be well represented as Africans or Ghanaians on that stage?
I think that it has to do with consistency because for the past 2 years, we've made a deliberate effort to constantly go to LA, try to fly to the US, and try to get some Jim Jones collaborations going. So it's a constant effort and building of network and exposing of your craft, And so we were excited when the team reached out to us, and not only a constant effort, the bag is always 10 times better than where we are coming from. And so it's important that you continue to push and continue to carry yourself as an ambassador for Ghana everywhere in the world. It's exciting when we find ourselves in new rooms and people are super blown. And I mean super blown. And there are a lot of experiences that continue to tell us that we have to carry Ghana across the globe because we have something super rich that people want to experience.
What was the reception like, realistically and honestly? What was the reception like, when you trying to get yourself in such places, in such rooms? Are you welcomed? There's a conversation around how certain countries protect what they have so much that before they allow people to get into such places, it takes a lot. So sometimes you might even make that step in there, but it is on grounds of favor or just like we're just doing you a favor kind of thing. What is it like? What was the reception like, both from organizers, both from fans, both from stakeholders, and all the persons that matter to make such an event happen?
So I would take it in two parts. The respect part is mind blowing. The level of respect that you are accorded just by the fact that you're creative is mind blowing. being on time, giving you all the right accommodation, putting you in the right class that you need in your flight, making sure you're on time for rehearsal, giving you itinerary. So you begin to feel very, or you begin to feel extremely professional, and you see things being done very ethically. So that is on the side of how you are treated by the mere fact that you are creative. Expectation wise and people blocking you, I think that America is more open to African artists than anywhere I have been. And I think that is because I don't think we are a threat. I think in this ecosystem, somebody thinks hey, they come chop in daily bread, so no one give you chance. But over there, there is so much money to go around. It's about business and collaborations. So nobody feels you're a threat. Instead, people want to see what you bring to the table. And once you find yourself in the room and you can make a case, you'll be able to do business and platforms will be given to you. But it doesn't mean that it's easy to come by.
Does this mean that in any way you have to alter your music to fit into their ecosystem, or, for the real conversations on getting the numbers, or you still have to maintain the Edem that we've known you to be?
I don't think you have to alter the music, but you always create hybrid synergies with things. And I'll tell you something very funny. So Gazi and I, when we're in the studio with Nick Cannon's cousin, right? We're recording some records. So we're a bunch of Ghana boys in the space, and all of a sudden, Gazi starts playing the keypad in a very churchy way, right? So I'm singing Jehovah, Jehovah, and then he changes the chord, and I sing Semitasi, J, and then Trey, who is a cousin to Nick Cannon on the turntable, goes like, bro, these melodies are crazy. Can we use it for a song altogether? And Gazi and I are thinking to ourselves, this is something we walk around in Ghana with. It's something very normal,
very interesting,
to every Ghanaian. And we don't even think that it is such a powerful melody that will resonate with somebody to say he wants to create a whole record out of it for a different market. So it only means that we have so much, just like gold, we have so much creative juice in form of melodies that are from various parts of Ghana that we haven't tapped into. But we are only now believing in it because our confidence is better now. We now know that we have it. We are no longer being controlled by marketing and PR to believe that we have to sound American. So I don't think you have to change, but of course, you always create hybrid synergies.
Let me ask a question here.
Yes. Hi, Edem. So I wanted to find out, right, with these learnings that you've picked from there, talking about collaborations and stuff, I would think that there are a certain number of artists who collaborate and all of that, right? And beyond the whole artist space, maybe the industry as well, the ecosystem, as you refer to it, what are the learnings that you are going to bring home and implement to make sure that we foster a right environment just for everybody to thrive?
Is he really going to bring anything home?
To be very honest with you, I think that the best thing to tell everybody is we encourage a lot of people, not only artists. We should all go into this ecosystem. So when you come back, it doesn't sound like you're talking too much. Because if people don't get to experience it with the way we think, no matter what you say, and I'm talking from fan base to artists to industry people to media to everybody, no matter what Edem comes to say, it won't make a difference. Honestly, because I am not the first person who traveled and came back. Blitz, the ambassador, came back to say a lot of things. When I was underground, I didn't understand until I started traveling. So more people should be exposed, should be in the rooms of Universal meetings, should be in the rooms of Columbia Records, and then the conversation gets easier. If not, you will come and talk, and people will still do the same thing where the focus is not to blow bigger, but the focus is to show somebody I'm bigger than you in this ecosystem, where we keep having the crab in the barrel mentality, when we can collaborate and make so much and bring so much jobs to us as a people.
I like the crab. Okay, the crab in the moment. Okay, yeah.
Edem, would you think that this is the fault of anybody? Okay, talking about generations, because I believe that generations in any space is really, really important, because what is handed down to you that you either one lose sight of or that you build on, right? With this lack of collaboration and then also, the funding bit that you speak on, do you think it's been handed down, where one generation has learned from the older generation, and then now the younger generation is learning from the current generation, and then which by extension will mean that now the much younger generation will also now learn from the newer breed of generation that we have?
I think that it's more of a social thing because US is a capitalist state, so people collaborate to break bread, right? Ghana is very social, so people just collaborate to take advantage. That is how I see it. And it's even difficult for people to collaborate because elsewhere, once we have a conversation, and I've been in LA where even if somebody doesn't have money to pay you for a feature, they'll take off their Jordan sneakers for you, right? But if you try that in Ghana, you'll be all over the media, right? Because over here we are very sensitive and very social. And so somebody even expects that they are your friend for so long, you should give them money for free, right? Or they've been coming to your house for so long. If you don't invite them to your birthday party, they take offense. So I think it's more a social problem because where we find ourselves, everything is very social and emotional instead of business and capital driven. And so in ecosystems where it is capital, you just figure out how can we collaborate to make more money, and not feel any way about it. As to um, trying to apportion blame, I don't think that there's anybody I want to blame. I think if you see the light, try to contribute in your little way, try to make that difference. And if you see something in the horizon, reach it until the vision makes sense to people.
Yeah, Adam, I know you have to run off because of other engagements, but just 3 minutes. I see you and Gambo has been creating new, great family bond as well. Mind tell us a bit about your relationship?
Yeah, so Gambo became like a godson to me during the COVID, right? Where he just called me up. He's like, "Hey, bro, I'm trying to do this music thing. I want to crack open the doors in Ghana." And then I just said jokingly at ANC that, you know what, Gambo, this music thing is about true connection and just having a pure relationship. And you and I are going to create the biggest hip hop song that you ever have. Then he came home to my studio. We did Drip. We shot the video. And on his EP, it became the biggest song. So automatically, he felt like, you know what, Godfather, show me the way. Like, give me the ropes. Where you say we should go, let us go together. And then he will call me. I'll take him on shows. Maybe go to Salah Fairs. Gambo come and open. I open this door for him here and there. And then we decided that, you know what, let's do something across the border and try to raise the flag of Ghana. He said, Godfather, me, I want to push more there. I'm like, push. When I come, we collaborate. When I go, we do what we can do. And then the relationship grew over time, and the goal is Ghana. And every time the goal is Ghana. So we hope that what we are doing will make everybody see that you can be an older artist and a younger artist and you guys can collaborate. You can foster healthy relationships and still thrive and be able to do things.
Adam, last two questions. You mentioned you were in the studio with Nick Cannon's cousin. You mind giving us a bit more insight into what was happening?
Recording new music.
Yeah, but it would have been nothing if it would have been no news if Nick Cannon's cousin wasn't in there. So I just want to find out exactly what Nick Cannon's cousin was doing in that space as well. Is he an A&R? Is he, a person of? I want to understand his presence and the purpose.
Okay, so
you don't like sharing some of your secrets, but go ahead.
Because we are intentional about where we are going. We used to go in the studios with these people in the past, right? But now we clocked Nick Cannon's cousin in the studio with Gazi because I was on the road with Gazi. So most of the production will also have a Ghana hand in there, and would also have an American hand in there. So it's a lot of collaborative things. And usually when you're in the studio, Jay, you know you're creating, somebody might pull up a song by maybe, let me say, another American artist saying, can you do something on it? And now, up until the records are out, you cannot really go ahead of yourself and start saying stuff. But I can say that we are having some strong collaboration and exchanging creative energies. And it's not only on the artist level. We were able to get a Ghanaian producer who is one of the finest also in the space to be able to influence them with who we are this time around.
Please update the WhatsApp group that we are in. Share some of these videos there so we can also let the Ghanaian audience know.
Last but not the least, I have a collaboration with Angela Asiana. And those of you, I didn't know, those of you started tagging me that boss, who she looks like Maya Khalifa. I went to check out Maya Khalifa. I beg you, she's not. I beg you.
I don't know if you are shouting out Edem before we go.
Yeah. Big ups to Edem and the movement. He already knows how I feel about his movements. I'm always bigging him up. I mean, it's very necessary to go beyond the physical borders and go where you are appreciated. And from the get-go, what he said, being appreciated, being called out for rehearsals, the right flights, booking, appreciation, financials, everything. That's what every artist dreams about. Indeed, we've been suffering crabs in a barrel for a very long time. Even this morning, we are still suffering it on some sides. So it's good to see him being a pace setter and showing the new and next generation that it's okay to leave home behind and go out there and hunt and get what's yours, because art is universal and you don't need to be imprisoned to your place of birth simply because you feel some loyalty to it. You will be imprisoned here and die here. Go and be free. So Charlie, big ups to Edem.
Edem.
I like that.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you so much. I know you have to run off. Time is up, but we have to run off. But we'll definitely get you in studio and have more conversations on this. Wishing you all the best on this journey as well.
On a quick note, on the 14th of February, we are releasing our first official single. It's on the 14th of February. Our first official single will go live on TikTok, and the official release is the 14th of March. Edem featuring Kiddy Higher. Be on the lookout.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Thank you. At least you need to say this to us, Edem. Thank you very much. And we'll talk more. All the best on this morning as well. And thanks to the team as well. That is Edem giving us some updates in there. So, okay, brand new music on Friday with Kiddy. Okay. Looking forward to it. That sounds...
Yeah.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.